Hello everyone, this is part 7 of 15 Rune Gargoyle with Ultraviolent 4. We've just grabbed 3 of our 4 Hell Runes. We're leaving Cocytus until last because I still think that's the most dangerous place in the game, even considering the fact that you're likely to get mutated in Pan now. Well, you're already... You were always likely to get mutated in Pan, but now you can't do anything about it. So we're going to head into Pan now, and we'll leave... Well, are we? Or are we going to go to Tomb? I don't know. Maybe we can go to Tomb. The thing that makes me maybe want to not go to Tomb is whether I can be bothered learning the Silence spell. I think I probably don't need to. I think my cleansing flame spam will be strong enough that we can go to Tomb now. Alright, let's go. Where is it? Okay. Never, ever, ever get cocky in Tomb. With greater mummies tormenting you, and all the death curses and everything, you can always die really, really quickly. So what happens here is the entrance into the middle bit will be over on this side. But there's a trick about this. If you have a look at the outside wall, it's rock. If you have a look at the inside wall, it's stone. So you can dig the outside, but not the inside. So there's always a pack of sphinxes down here near the entrance, which are they have smite, so they're not that bad on their own. But when you have a million of them, like we're about to meet, having a whole bunch of them smiting you all at the same time will kill any character. So if you stay near the wall like this, you can just dig in like this, and in your kill hole, it becomes much easier. So that's the main trick here on Tomb 1. Stay near the outside wall like that, and then dig a kill hole. So when you kill mummies, you get a death curse. Oh man, you feel a genetic drift, you feel frail. The 75% chance for a good one, and the bad one we got was frail. How's that fair? Alright, well I'm going to explore around the whole of the outside before I go in. So mummy death curses can... they're mostly bad if you have a low stat, because you can get stat drained. So the example I seem to like to give is if you're a Minotaur with only a few intelligence, you can get stat drained in here from all the death curses. There's a greater mummy. Alright, we want to get on top of him, start hitting him with a holy weapon. Cool. There's nothing wrong with resting in here, and in fact you will rest a lot in Tomb because you get tormented. It's basically, it works the same if you're not a gargoyle. So you'll take more damage from torment because you're not naturally resistant, but in essence this works the same. You just got to be careful not to charge in. You got to take on greater mummies one at a time and spam your cleansing flame. These ones can torment too, by the way, the priests, and they all have summons, or not all. The priests and the greater mummies both have summons and torment. Cool. See our stats, not a lot, but a little bit. You'll also get rotted a lot in here if you're someone who's not immune to rot, which we are, because that's a death curse as well. So you might want to use your curing potions to not get rotted a whole bunch of HP. Alright, so the way that Tomb 2 works is you come down these stairs and you're surrounded by all these things here in the middle, don't ever leave the stairs. There will be a whole bunch of greater mummies around us that you can't yet see, but they're going to get pulled in by the noise. So if you wander off, you're very quickly going to get tormented to death. Basically, just stay on the stairs. If you're strong enough, maybe, see all the mummies coming, you can overcome the torment by... No, you can see. It's not possible. Oops, I did one extra. With Cleansing Flame, maybe. There's a ghost here too. Gunther's Ghost. He is a legendary Vinestalk Wanderer of the Shining One. You do up to 50 damage. So we can try. We can try to... Because we heal every Cleansing Flame. So when we have a lot of actual monsters and not summons around us, it's not worth it. You're just better off just stair dancing things up. There you go. So we've got invocations to full. We're currently just training crossbows and dodging. I think that's maybe okay. We have 8 blinking scrolls. So what spells do we care about? I don't know. Blink and Appetition, I guess, are both okay. So I could turn Translocations on. It's going to level up very quickly at this stage of the game, because the amount of experience we're getting. Come on, Gunther. There we go, got him. I should just go up. Or heal. What happened there? You feel dopey? Yeah. I thought something strange happened. I thought maybe we got excommunicated or something. But I was just crazy. I don't know why I thought that. That was really scary. Alright, so that's most of this. So once you've done this middle bit, then you can explore around, and you'll mostly just get stragglers like this who are not a big deal. The thing about stair dancing in Tomb is that there isn't really anything that can pull you off stairs. Sometimes if you get unlucky, say an Ancient Lich could maybe have Force Lance, which could knock you off. Or if there's a skeleton that's an anaconda or something with constriction, it could hold you there. But mostly there's nothing that can stop you just going up and down the stairs. Ring of Fire. Alright, that's our Tomb 2 done. If you really want to, it's probably not as viable now that there are no wands of teleportation, but if you had a lot of teleport scrolls, you could try reading them in here. So you see how we've revealed the top half of the outside? This bottom half of it is where we're going to be going after. So we go back upstairs on Tomb 1, we walk around the middle, and we're going to end up back out here on the bottom outside bit. So if you want to blow a whole bunch of teleports trying to land in there, to skip this next bit, you can. But I'm going to do it because I may as well show you everything. Alright, so this bit. Whoa. Got tormented. You see immediately, well, like everything, you get a million mummies. This upstairs bit is quite scary. Well, as is all Tomb really. But as long as, well, there's so many. As long as you don't charge in and try to fight too many greater mummies at the one time. Like whenever you see one, you just lure them back. Let's just go down. You lure them back and try to fight them one at a time where you can. You'll be fine. Or you should be. The main danger is just fighting too many at once. Like this. So there could be a whole bunch more behind him. We don't know. If you ran at him and you suddenly got 4 greater mummies all at the one time, tormenting and or smiting you, you'll die. But if you just pull everyone back like this and take it slowly, one at a time, you should be fine. And remember, of course, that we have a crossbow, Holy Wrath. There are none in this bit. It's unusual. I guess there were so many when we first... Right, take it back. And I'm going to summon an angel, because I feel like the number of times I got tormented again, this could go ugly. Yeah. Okay. How much magic do I have? 4. Okay, I'm going to quaff magic just so we can keep blasting. Okay, good. We've got translocations to 6, which nearly lets us support stuff. Basically, in the extended game by this stage, and we're going to get more as we go to Pan, you basically get infinite experience. So we're going to have maxed invo, fighting, armor, dodging, crossbows eventually. So then what do? You may as well just put it in, well, evocations maybe, or spells as well. Basically, if you want to train something, you can, because there's just as much experience as you can use. Should shut that door so he doesn't just torment us 100 times. Alright, and you get 3 sets of downstairs down to Tomb 3. They're all in the same place. And the way that this works is, so it's the same, like I said, you can't get pulled off the stairs, so you want to try to stay here. And basically the noise that you make is going to pull all the mummies to here. So you're going to fight everything like this. What is really good down here is immolation. So even for these ones, like they're not the scary ones, but you start making fireballs. So everything that walks through has to get hit by the fireballs. So we've got scarier ones coming now. We've got the greater mummies and some ancient liches coming. But as these things blow up, we're going to heal. So let's go one more immolation. It's our last one. Okay, so we got slowed from, a death curse, which is really bad. But we're probably still okay. I should step back on the stair though. And then now we'll keep going. Keep blasting. Yeah. Oh man, we took a lot of damage that turn. Have we got enough for one more blast? Yep. Okay, I think that's probably good enough. Let's just get back up. Being slow makes that a lot sketchier. Look how much int we've lost. 12 out of 18. Alright, so now we can just stair dance. Although, we could just blast this stuff. If I had more immolations, I would read them. What's our crossbow? 23. We need to get to 26 to max it. Yeah, this is why I'd say Cleansing Flame is the main reason that I prefer the Shining one to McLeb in the late game. See how much I spam it? Alright, it's just annoying. The Empress Scorpion is playing defense. Translocations to 8. Well, it's not worth checking my spells at the moment because I have only 7 int when I'm supposed to have 18. That's crazy. Death curses. They hurt. And you're still, at this stage, you're still likely to see more greater mummies as you wander around, cleaning up here. But the most dangerous time is definitely at those stairs. There's Khufu, who is a unique greater mummy. So I'm going to summon some angels, and then we'll do this as a team. Alright. The usual plan though, spam Cleansing Flame. Okay, now we can just hit him. He's basically just a greater mummy with extra HP. The angels do it. Right, and you get 2 rooms full of lots of gear, a whole lot of gold that we're not picking up. Is this portal projectile? No. Is this portal projectile? No. +2 evasion, that's no good. You want to pick up this figurine of a ziggurat, and if we have a look at it, we're going to inscribe it with !star. And that means if we do anything with it, it will prompt us, do you really want to? Because I've accidentally wasted it before. So the way this works is, wherever you are, when you evoke this, you summon a ziggurat entrance. And when you do that and you go through it, no enemies can follow you through. So it's one of the best escape tools in the game. If you're going to die, as long as you can manage 2 turns, one to put your ziggurat portal down and one to walk through it, you'll probably be safe. On Zig 1, you're unlikely to see anything that's going to threaten you unless you get really unlucky and there's like a Panlord or something. So probably pretty safe. I'm gonna keep that. That's a good ring. +1. No. Alright, there's our gold ring. So we've got 9. So time to go to Pan, where there are 5. Demonic, glowing, magical, fiery, dark. And then once we've got those 5 Pan rings, then we'll head back to Cocytus to get the Icy Hell one. Alright, let's go. We want to pick up Cancellation, that's right. We're running around with only 1, which is really dangerous. So I was going to do that before this, but then I forgot. There's one sitting on the floor somewhere in layer 3. Fancy that. Let's get the Vaults one first. Here we go. That's the only one we really need. I don't think there's anything else on my shopping list that we're desperately after. Heal Wounds is good. Why didn't I ever buy Heal Wounds? Good question. Let's find more Cancellation. I think this is the same shop that has the Heal Wounds. Look at these elves now. Now that we're a monster of a character with 27 of all these things, elves are just weak. Might, Heal Wounds, Cancellation, Heal Wounds, Magic. Why didn't I have all this stuff? I guess Curing and Mutation while we're here. Amnesia, why not? May as well spend our 5,000 gold. And there's one more Cancellation. We'll go get it. Oh, it's on that bit. Alright, I actually couldn't be bothered. Oh, there's also some Orc we never did. Ha, let's do it. Here we go. All this Orc gold. Is that it? Alright, well, that was fun. Let's find an entrance to Pan. So much like the Abyss, Pan is a one-way entrance. Once you go in, until you find an exit, you're not coming back out. Look at our intelligence, it is absolutely boned right now. 7 out of 18. We'll eat some food before we go in. Okay. And the way that Pan works is you have randomized floors. That was one tanky Sitzel. We're missing our armor again, as in it's fitting on our poorly shaped body. Our rapid evolution has not been doing much at all. Let's get more, I guess, armor. -3 gloves of RF, no thank you. So these floors are random. And the way that it works is you find these blue portals into other regions. And so there are 5 runes here. There are 4 runes that are guarded by a Pan boss, and then there's a 5th rune, the demonic. So the demonic can spawn on any of these random floors, and then there's a small chance on each one. And then there are also particular floors that always have a rune. So there's one, for instance, called Holy Pan that has a lot of angels that always has a rune. And then that's the demonic. It will keep spawning. So if it's on a random floor like this and you leave it and you never find it, it's not gone forever. It will keep... It's like the Abyss rune. If you leave an Abyss vault, every time there's an Abyss rune vault, it'll have a new rune in it. The other 4 are specially themed floors. You'll get a message when you land on them, and you'll also get a warning if you try to leave them before you get the rune. So the way that they work is that once you leave the floor of the special Pan Lord floors, if you don't get the rune, you'll lose it forever. So once there, go get it. So all these random floors like this, they'll all be guarded by one random Pan Lord. It's like how you get random Pan Lords on your Oberon that have strange tiles and they have potentially random spell sets. There'll be one of those on each one of these floors. And potentially they'll be guarding the demonic. So the way that you normally do it, or that I normally do it, is if I find an exit, like I did just there, I'll consider just leaving. But if I've done a fair portion of the floor like this, I might just go... I usually just go and fight the Pan Lord and hope that he has a demonic rune. And so then once I've got that demonic rune, and there's no point ever checking these ones anymore, it basically just becomes a quest to get off the floor immediately. What are these holy swine? I don't even know what that is. What is a holy swine? They do 20 damage. I feel like they're hurting. But we certainly don't heal off them. Alright. There's a Ring of Slaying there. +1 Slaying. That's quite useless. Another ghost. Kaowin's ghost. He has a weapon of distortion. He's a legendary Gargoyle Berserker with, look how many points of AC it said he had. Do you see that? Look at this. I'm gonna make some more angels because this guy seems like he'll be an absolute pain to fight. Whereas at least my angels can smite him and ignore all his AC. Okay, well, we got him. Just didn't want to fight him because he was gonna distort me around the map. Hellion needs to die. So we pull out our crossbow. And why was there no Hell Lord? I feel like he's in here. That's really odd. Okay, so I'm not sure where the Pan Lord was on this floor. That was really odd. Like here, we just immediately are next to one, so I'll just take it. And then, okay, it's fine. It's like this, it's basically the same rules as in Hell. Any fiend you see, or any any Hellion or any Tormentor need to die immediately. You can't ignore them. Right, so there's our random Panlord. We have no idea what he's capable of, so I want to summon at least one angel. Okay, so we just like one-shot him. So it's the thing about Panlords, they can be really strong or really weak, and you have no idea until you start fighting them. Better to be safe than sorry, in my opinion. So you should treat them with respect. And then if they're easy, bonus. I'll let my Deva take out the Nekasek. So this looks like this was where his little house was, and there's no demonic rune in here. So in order to get out of Pan, like this, you can get gates out, but they're really rare. More often what you do is on each floor there's a gateway into the abyss, and once you go into the abyss and you exit, you'll come out via the dungeon. So that's the way you do it. It's like a two-step process. This is a lot of guys. I really just want to get to the portal. Alright, so this is one of the... It's not themed, but this is one that always has a demonic rune. So you learn to recognize these layouts eventually. There's one like this that has a whole bunch of Eyes of Draining. There's one called Hellion Island, which is surrounded by lava and has a million Hellions on it. There's one that has... it's a cold themed one. I don't know. You start to learn. So there will be a... I'm just going to make a Deva because he can smite these guys in their cages, and he'll also help me fight the Panlord. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff. The... whatchamacallums? All those ghost moths just stole all our mana. So we lost the ability to Cleansing Flame. That's alright. We're also losing them from the Eyes of Draining. Is that what they're called? Yeah, Eyes of Draining. Alright, so basically we're going to go a little bit mad as we get a Force Maw every time we feel our power leaking away, which is what happens this whole time while you're in here. So we're just going to dig these out. One of them will have the rune in it. I think it's this one that has the door on it, actually. Yeah, okay. So there you go. There's our demonic rune. So now that we have that, there's no point exploring the random Pan floors. We just basically want to, as soon as we find a gate, we want to just go through it, and we're then trying to find these four. We are very frail. Man, that's so rough. Why is our rapid evolution not helping us? Alright, let's quaff a mutation. Being very frail is no good. You feel healthier, the antennae on your head shrink away, your wild genetic ride slows, your body shape seems normal, your hooves expand into feet, you regain control of your magic, you feel stronger, you feel resistant to heat. So we just got rid of a lot of things, but we're still very frail. So we're going to need to go again, I think. We've got one frail now, and we have 2 points of RF. Okay, so we lost all our other cool stuff. This is the new mutation game. Oh well, I guess being one frail is fine, seeing as we only have one more mutation potion left. And one of these floors, with the Panlord's floors, is themed around mutations. So we're almost certainly going to get mutated more in here. Let's just hope it's not so bad that we just lose. It can happen. So we'll summon an angel. Okay, fine. Got translocations to 11, which lets us blink and report. Okay, I think we can turn that off. What else will we go? We could go some summonings for the summon butterflies. Maybe. I don't know, I don't really want any of these things. Let's just get our crossbows and dodging up, I guess. And because we already killed the Panlord, this looks like his room in here. There will always be one of the portals in their room, so that's why I ran there. More brand weapon. We don't need those. Although it would be nice to see what this artifact ring is, now that we can import things. No. Let's keep going. And you're basically just rolling RNG at this point. Sometimes you might do 10 floors and you find most of them. Sometimes you might have to do 30 floors until the RNG smiles on you and presents you with the rune floors. There's nothing you can do about it. Particularly irksome sometimes in low turn count speedruns where you just get completely RNG'd into never actually finding them. But that's okay. Another angel. This guy has distortion attacks, and we want to get... Okay, well that works. He blinked us on top of the Hellion. And then teleported me around the map. We're on the stair? Yeah, okay, fine. Our magical essence is linked to our wands. Oh, there are more. Alright, let's get Deva. This guy is a Glaciate Panlord. So that's why you never know what they're going to do. We fortunately had 1 point of protection from cold, but if you didn't have any, Glaciate really hurts, believe it or not. Okay, I'm going to turn brand weapon scrolls off. We already have more than we could ever want, and we don't really want any. Alright, we got a whole bunch of fiends coming in. Alright, same thing. Summon a Deva. Good. And we're just looking for more portals to get out of here. There's one. Guess we'll grab this meat and stuff. We have 26 meat rations. We're never starving. Grab fog. Grab bolts. Yoink. Will this guy, will this gold dragon drop a gold dragon armor? No, he won't, because he's... I kind of want this Negasec to come to me without actually killing the dudes in front of me, so I don't get mutated. Mutators everywhere. We just lost some of our decks. And this is why I think it's probably better to do Hell first now. Because you see how we're meeting all these mutators and we're not even on the mutation themed floor yet. So you can get pretty... Your character can get pretty messed up here. We got good luck finding the demonic rune really quickly, but we haven't yet found a lord floor. It's just cleansing flame them. Whoa. Is that Panlord? Summon an angel with us. It's a freezing cloud, Panlord. Yeah, and basically we're just gonna do floors forever. So I don't know. Maybe you see why. Basically, at least in the West, in Korea they're really strange. They only play 15 ring games. Uh, but most experienced crawl players, they might get super excited about 15 ring games. Uh, but after you've done it enough times, this never changes. So here we are, like we're strong enough to fight pretty much anything in the game. But here we are just stuck doing random pan floors because we need the rune floors to spawn. So once you've done it a few times, this starts to become not so exciting. And because we've got all our tools, we've never found portal projectile, but we've got pretty much everything else we could ever want. But we're just doing random pan floors, hoping for RNG to give us the rune floors. Fiend and Tormentors at the same time. That's not what you want. We just one-shot that. I think our crossbow is 26. Yeah, so we got one more level for min delay on it. Looks like we're heading into the Panlord room. He is a Orb of Destruction Panlord. Okay. I said exits were pretty rare, and then we've seen a whole lot of them. Where are our pan floors? I mean, it's possible we might be stuck just doing this for hours if we just continue to be unlucky. There's not really much you can do about it. He's hasted with distortion attacks by the look of it. Our vision blurs, so we're getting mutated again. Scrolls take you longer to read, you're frail. I guess we just cough. They're pretty bad ones. Okay, so we still have them, although we got a point of RC, which is nice. Alright, doesn't really make up for 10% frail though. Here we go, more random floors. And more. Fiend. And more. How many have we done so far? Let's find out. We have visited 25 Pandemonium floors and we haven't seen a Hell floor, a Lord floor yet. That's pretty unlucky. Maybe then we'll get lucky and we'll get all 4 in a row, but I wouldn't hold my breath. This is bad. Here we are, we're gonna get more mutated. Gonna summon an angel. Alright, just bring on the mutation. There's not much we can do about it. Alright, let's head in here. Don't want to fight the Fiend like that from distance. Alright, next floor. Nope. Nope. Alright, there we go, we got one. The mighty Pandemonium Lord Lom Labon lives here. So we want to magic mapping it. We have a book. Why do you have a book? Okay, so Lom isn't he or she, will be in here. I don't mind going straight in rather than clearing the outside first, because all this other stuff out here is potentially healing. So that's fine. Lom's whole thing is that I think of Lom as a she, probably actually. She does cold damage and electric damage. We don't care about elec, because we naturally are resistant. Let's not fly when there's a Titan on screen. This way. But she can do Glaciate, so you need to have as much protection from cold as you can get. So we currently have 2. I'd like to have this last one. I'd rather have it than the EV Slay Ring, because you can't dodge Glaciate, and it does so much damage. I suppose we could have both, because we have 10 resistance. Okay, yeah, that's a better way to do it. Let's put the Evasion Slay back on. Okay. And that way, we'll quaff Might and Resistance. That will give us... so we'll get... the bonus Slay will still have full protection from cold. And we'll get the bonus from Might as well. So her entrance is down here. Let's stop flying. They all have Airstrike, but it's just the Titan's one that really, really hurts. Alright. Well, she saw us. I didn't intend for that to happen. So we're going to summon a bunch of angels. They can just get destroyed by Lom because Glaciate, and she has Tornado as well. We're going to Haste. We're going to Resistance. This one. And we're going to Might. So you can see we're getting fully buffed up for Lom. Lom can be easily... we can't fly. Easily one of the most dangerous enemies. Especially... well, XV her when we see her again. Alright, let's XV her. So she has Conjure Ball Lightning, which is the electricity area of effect thing. Glaciate, which is obviously a lot of cold damage. Tornado will hurt you and it will throw you around. She can blink, and she has a major healing. So even if you think she's nearly dead, say you're fighting her and you're nearly dead and she's nearly dead, and you think, I'll just keep hitting her, I should win. She can blink away and then start healing, and then start glaciating you again. It can be really bad. One of the things though, is that with Hellords, you cannot fight them and never see them again. Panlords are a little bit different. So I could have put this rune here and then just run and not try to fight her. But the thing is, if you don't kill Panlords, they will show up on subsequent other floors, as in the random floors. And that's in addition to the Panlord there. And also, if you get to your Oberon, having stole one of these runes and never killing that Panlord, they can show up on the Oberon too. So there's some Glaciates and some Tornadoes going. Alright, so you can see all my angels mostly got killed. Now she's blinking away and glaciating us, and blinking away and glaciating us, and glaciating us. And now we're nearly dead. We're getting a low hit point warning. So this is what I mean. It doesn't matter how strong you are, Lom can wreck you. So we're going to read a blinking scroll. We have blurry vision, that's no good. We're going to heal wounds then. And again. And we really need to get on top of her. So we need magic. And there's that that Lich down the bottom has summoned a Fiend. The problem is, if I teleport, it's going to take me 2 turns. There's a Fiend in view as well. We're getting even more. I think we just have to. What I could do, I think this might be the time to go for our Ziggurat figurine. So let's put our Ziggurat down, really evoke it, yes. And then we walk through it, okay. So that's why you keep your Ziggurat figurine. And that's why, as I was saying, a Lom fight can always go terribly, because it can. She just blinks away and glaciates you. And I had full RC there, but it just hurts so much. Let's go armor again. Got a new scarf. 1 RF, strength +4, that's no good. So I guess we really need to get rid of this frail and scrolls taking you longer to read. It nearly killed us just then. Well, we got rid of frail, but we still have slow scrolls. I could do some floors of a Zig. They're not, for the first floors especially, they're not really that dangerous. There's crossbows to full. So I guess we'll get dodging up, and then we'll think about some spells. This is Abyss themed, that's fine. All these things will take full damage. A potion of experience, I don't really know what we'd go. Maybe just our spell casting. Maybe we could just take it to 5. Why not, I guess. Something we really care about. These guys can't see invis. So we can't do that because we're whatchamacallit? We are the Shining One. So we are slowed and fighting Berserk Emperor Scorpions, which even for a extended character is dangerous. I don't know, I probably won't do much more. For things like this, right, we still have blurry vision, so that was bad, I guess. I wanted to read the fog so they'd be forced to come to me rather than just hitting me with damnation from afar. I'm kind of hoping for I'll put it in summonings for more mutation potions, because yeah, the scroll thing is a worry. Maybe we'll do one more. We're only on Zig 6, it's still pretty early. We can fight all this stuff. Got a manual of invocations. Does literally nothing. More Abyss themed things. That's fine. They will get cleansing flamed. Fine. Not seen any mutation potions. This is the issue I have with the new mutation potion, by the way. I think I like it in theory, because the whole idea is that it actually properly allows you to play roulette now. But the problem is, the main problem that I've had with it is that it just doesn't spawn enough of them. So it's all, oh man, that was a full damage crystal sphere. It's all well and good that you can play interesting roulette with them, but if you don't have enough to play roulette with, then well, it doesn't really mean anything. Not that. I don't know, I really want mutation. I don't think it's happening. Undead themed again. Let's go another angel. Dodging to 25. Alright. More, a whole bunch of potions of experience, but they don't do much for us at this stage. Last one, we'll go to 10 and then we'll stop. It's slime themed. I have corrosion. Yep, good. We're gonna get mutated more. This is a really dangerous floor, because we're just gonna get corroded like this. But for us to blink, we're slow. I don't think I have much choice. Alright, we're gonna read a blinking with blurry vision. And then, oh, there's our mutation potion. I don't think we can afford to get it though. I can apport it to me. Yoink, and then go down. The reason I went down is because I don't want to go out at that level of HP back to Lom's chamber. So I'm better off just going down and then doing this floor, or escaping from it, hopefully. Okay. We'll make some angels. Oh yeah. So I guess I quaffed this mutation. So we still didn't get it. Your vision sharpens a little. Okay, so it looks like I had multiple levels of not being able to read properly. That's a quiet armor again. Another scarf. No. Okay, so I guess we're going back out into Lom World. I'm going to read a teleportation first, and then when we go out, should teleport away. Good. Alright, so I guess we're going to have round 2 of Lom coming up. Always very dangerous. Okay, let's go. This guy just threw a crystal spear at me. Alright, so some angels. We're going to haste, resistance, might. Now let's go. Round 2. Please don't just blink and glaciate us. Exactly like it's happening. I want to fly, so I'm not getting caught in this deep water here. Right. It's hard to stay on top of her with the tornado blowing us everywhere. Fortunately, that time she didn't glaciate us as many times. We still dropped to about half HP. Alright, so that's Lom. As you can see, can be very difficult. Quite often, well, it depends. Sometimes she doesn't do much, and sometimes, like that first one, and even the second one a little bit, she just completely trolls you. But we're back to doing random floors again, and just waiting for RNG to give us the floor again. The Lord floors. What is happening? We're getting transient mutations, they're not real. Ugh. Okay. My chair is squeaking a lot, sorry. I don't know why. Could just start shooting bolts at everything. It just lets me tab with less thinking. Ugh. This is crappy. Let's go. How did we lose our power? He has anti-magic attacks. Alright. Well, we need to teleport. There's nothing we can do about it. With blurry vision, yes. Hope we don't die. Okay. Teleported. It's alright when he's not surrounded by 8 fiends at the same time. Let's keep going. I really don't have much more to tell you. It's just, basically we just keep doing pan floors that are all the same until we get lucky. And we might be doing them for hours. Let's see, how many have we done now? We have done 34 pan floors. Hey, okay, we got Cerebov. Here's the fire themed one. So we have full RF. Let's magic map it. And then we're just gonna head straight into his chamber. He has Firestorm and a sword that takes away your fire resistance. But like most lords, so the Hell ones, he'll often have fiends in here. So you got to be careful not to just get fiended while you're trying to fight Cerebov. He's scary enough on his own, let alone when you're getting tormented. Okay, there he is. Alright, and we're eating Firestorms immediately. Alright, we get around the corner. Let's haste. If I can find it. Let's smite. And let's start summoning some angels. And another one. And that should do it. He has a lot of HP. You can see Firestorm always hurts no matter what. We maxed all our skills. I guess we'll do some... I don't know what we'll do. More translocations. Maybe if we end up doing enough pan floors, we could just do controlled blink. It doesn't, at this point in the game, it doesn't really matter what you train. Like, you've already trained all your main skills that matter. Which is why I was saying to you, you have infinite experience. I guess we'll train evocations. That makes more sense. Alright, all in evocations. Grab his rune. There are all these runes in here that have treasure, but at this point I'm not sure I could be bothered. I think I'd rather just get it over with. So we need to go to one of these. That one, I guess. Alright, so we've done half of them now. It's taken about 36 or 7 floors to get 3 of the 5. Maybe it's going to be another 30 or so. I hope not. Alright, so Glork. Magic map again. Glork is... she does miasma, so you need to have poison resistance. I think Glork... Nah, Glork's probably a he. He also does... He torments you and he summons executioners. Around his chamber, often there are cursed skulls who can torment. So I suggest to you that before you run in, you check around, the outside like this, and just find the cursed skulls. Alright, well I didn't see any. Maybe they're not guaranteed on every floor, on every layout, or maybe they'll be inside there, because there are usually always 2. Well, there's 1, yeah, so they must be inside. So I think there are always 2 cursed skulls who can torment. So you don't want to fight Glorks at the same time as them. Glorks saw us, unfortunate. Same thing, we want to haste and might. And angels. And wow, okay. Glork is much less scary when you're immune to poison, as we are. So her miasma does nothing. He, her, I don't know. Can't make up my mind. It's probably a he. And your torment is reduced so much. There's the other curse skull. I'll let it come to me. and then head to an exit. Alright, so we've got 13. We've got one more pan rune that we have to find, and then we've got our Cocytus, which is the cold hell. I think we'll leave that one there, and then we'll finish it off in the next one.